Yo, what's up, Swag? You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Keon, aka KL Swag. Back here with a video, man. We are back here giving another Matt Be Great reaction, man. Is Deion Sanders crazy for saying this? Let's check it out. Oh, yeah.
I thought Deion Sanders was just...
All I ask is make sure you like the video. It's free. All you gotta do is like the video. And if you want to, subscribe. I love y'all. Let's get it.
Joking about that. But no, come to find out, Deion Sanders isn't joking, and this isn't coach talk. He believes this.
Okay.
Another night's another primetime video. Come on, man, don't act brand new around here. You know the intro. And if you don't know the intro by now, well, I don't know what to tell you. That's on you. I feel like that intro is kind of weak, though. Let's redo that. Another night's another primetime video. That's better. All right. On a serious note, I just want to get straight into things. Where did we leave off in last night's episode of the Primetime series? For those of y'all that didn't see last night's video, feel free to check it out for more details. But we talked about how Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, whatever you want to call him, he landed not one, not two, but three, count them, 3 4-star recruits in less than 24 hours. Not too shabby. I will not be talking about that in tonight's video because, like I just stated, we already talked all about it. Well, in tonight's video, we're going to talk about something that Deion Sanders has said recently, and it definitely opened my eyes a little bit more. My eyes were already open on the situation, but what we're going to talk about and focus on is Deion Sanders' mindset. I'm going to show you exactly what he said, and the thing that is so intriguing about this situation is that some people will label Deion Sanders as a madman for even saying this. And to be honest with all of you, if you think Deion Sanders is crazy, delusional, or a madman for stating this, I can't blame you. I think this is a good way to put it. He is so confident that it's actually kind of scary. And he's also so confident and he believes what he says so much, it's hard not to believe him that it's not going to happen. He's the definition of a real coach, and I think a lot of people aren't going to like this comparison, but I've used it for a couple of years now. He is more similar to Nick Saban than what most people think. Does he have as many accolades and titles as Nick Saban? No, but Coach Prime's just getting started.
They just started,
bro. He's going to win a bunch of championships like Nick Saban? No, I'm not. What I am saying is him and Nick Saban have similar mindsets. And we're going to talk all about that in tonight's video. We're also going to check out some of the comments on the previous video because, you know, I like doing that. But real quick, on last night's video, I said, hey, if we can get it to 1,200 likes, we'll double upload, or not double upload, but we'll upload another Prime video tomorrow night, which is right now. And obviously, we hit the like goal, and somebody said, you are going to blow by 1,200 likes. Don't sell yourself short. And I see what you're saying, and we did blow past 1,200 likes. Major shout out to everybody part of our community, but I like doing a nice, simple one every now and then, and we'll also do some big-time ones like 2,000 or 2,500. The like goal is nothing more than me just trying to see if people want to see content, and that's all there is to it. You guys always crush it. I can't thank you enough. I do want to give y'all some recognition. All right, Matt, blah, blah, shut the crap up. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start out by checking out some of these comments. We haven't done this on the previous Colorado videos. Denton Young said, I remember playing NCAA 13, I played that game as well, and being thrilled when I got 3 to 4-star, 4-star recruits in an entire class. Landing 3 in a single day is super impressive, and I agree. And I know we've been talking about Colorado a lot. I've given them a ton of recognition and credit, but I still don't even think it's enough. I know that's crazy to even try to say because we talk about them almost every single day, but it's unreal what they're doing there in a short amount of time. If this comment doesn't put those things into a better perspective, I don't know it will. Another comment from, I believe, a Colorado fan. Not too sure they didn't clarify, but I assume it is. For context, I've spent the better part of the last 2 decades seeing 1- and 2-star commits at Colorado. We got more 4-star recruits in one weekend than the last 3 years combined. It's surreal, it really is, and I think a lot of people out here are noticing that as well. Also going to read off this comment because, hey, we got some nice words. Love the Colorado content, Matt. Keep up the good work. And thank you for those kind of words. It means a lot. I'm just beyond grateful that you guys enjoy the content as much as I enjoy making it. That makes this all 2 times better. So thank you very much. But check out this comment from Big Mike. How do you separate his coaching skills from his recruiting? You were saying that a man who played the game on all levels, not to mention at the highest level, coached high school and won 3 state championships. He turned around Jackson State into a winning program, winning over 25 games in 2.5 years. Oh, it was a commentator for the sports for 15 years. Don't know X's and O's? Matt, you gotta be smoking. Now, to give you some context to what this person's talking about, in last night's video, I said, hey, you can say that Coach Prime maybe isn't the greatest at X's and O's, but when it comes to recruiting, he's one of the best, and there's not even an argument. Well, I guess this person just got confused because when I was saying you could say that he's not the greatest at X's and O's, That's not what I believe. What I was saying is some people doubt him when it comes to the X's and O's in the game plan, but nobody doubts him when it comes to recruiting. That's what I was talking about. So if I didn't make that clear,
That's
I'm
true.
gonna make it clear now. No, I'm not doubting Deion Sanders when it comes to the X's and O's myself. If there was some miscommunication,
Damn, who was his number 2, nigga?
here's the
God
last thing that we're
damn.
gonna read, and this is a fascinating point from Rick Dog 215. Cool username, by the way. You're not going to get into Colorado in 2 years if you're not a 4 or 5 star. Better try now.
That's true. That's true.
What about that? That's a heck of a perspective to even think about. And what do y'all think about it? I don't think he's wrong, because look at all the guys that
Yeah,
are
that might be true.
4 and 5 stars. 1 2 years from now,
You gotta get in
I
with
think
your highlights.
Colorado's going to go after 3 stars. Sure, they'll get a couple here and there, but they maybe just focus on 4 and 5 stars. You never know how that's going to play out, but I did find that to be a fascinating point. Those are all the comments I'm going to read. Great comments.
Sorry, y'all.
Well, let's get locked in on the main topic. And what we're going to talk about is, and by the way, shout out to Kelby Mac. This guy's always tagging me and stuff on Twitter. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And I've also had a lot of other people send this to me on Twitter wanting me to react to Joe Klatt's interview with Deion Sanders. You can go check out this interview for yourself. It's about, 35 minutes long? Let me check. Yeah, I pulled it up right here. It's about 33 minutes long. It's a good watch. I will not be talking about every single thing in that video because it's 33 minutes long. It's too much to break down and talk about. But what I will be sharing with you guys is one thing that caught my attention. And what I want to talk about is that in that interview, Joe Klatt said to Deion Sanders, hey, man, you're inheriting a team that went 1-11. Most people, most coaches out here would just like to get 4 or 5 more wins than last year because that is a huge improvement. And what Joe Klatt said is 100% right. If you take a team that went 1-11 and you boost them up to 5-7 or possibly 6-6 the next year, that's outstanding. But to Deion Sanders, it's not.
He want to win it all.
He had to say, quote unquote, I don't like that. I don't want to sip. I want it all, and I want it now. And I feel like we're assembling the type of young men and
It's possible. You gotta see how that offense play and that defense.
staff to have it all. I'm going to say this again. I don't want to sip. I want it all, and I want it now. Now, obviously, Deion said some more stuff on that. He piggybacked off of that. He elaborated a little more, but that was the main focal point. He doesn't want to just improve by going 5-7 or 6-6. No, he wants to go 12-0. And I'm going to be 100% transparent with all of you. A couple weeks ago when we talked about how Deion told his team, I think we got the guys to go undefeated and win it all, I thought that was coach talk. That is me telling y'all the 100% truth. I thought Deion Sanders was just kind of joking about that. But no, come to find out, Deion Sanders isn't joking, and this isn't coach
No, he for real. He dead serious.
He doesn't even consider for a second the thought of, man, it'd be a heck of an achievement just for us to go 5-7 or 6-6 and make a bowl game next year. He is so used to being a winner and a champion and dominating at every single aspect.
Yeah, I gotta remember, bro. He was in high school coaching his son.
If we don't win a title, it's a disappointment. He's already thinking like, yep, we're going to win every single game. And maybe even the crazier part about all this is I can't fault him for thinking that way because all he does is win. If you are new to my channel, one thing I harp to everyone over and over and over, I've said it for the past 4 to 5 years now, is winners win, losers lose. What does that mean, Matt? Oh, it's fairly simple. Your losers in life are always going to somehow find a way to lose, and it's vice versa. Your winners are always going to find a way to win. I can't explain it. I can't dumb it down. That's all there is to it. Your successful people in this life, they tend to be successful at multiple things, and it's the same thing for people that fail. Deion Sanders has won. He has succeeded at everything he's done. Baseball, football, coaching, anything and everything he's done at every level, he's won.
That's true.
Do you
That's
want to
true.
sit up here and try to tell me it's a coincidence that he's always been a winner? Because it's not. Winners win, losers lose. The quicker you learn that, the quicker you're going to figure out
Yeah,
this
chill
life
out,
thing
my
is
boy.
not too complicated. Winners win, losers lose. Say it with me now. Winners win, losers lose. Winners win, losers lose. Deion Sanders is a winner. Now, getting back to this, him stating, I don't want to sip, I want it all, I understand where he's coming from. I think the reason I've come to love Deion Sanders as much as I have over the past couple of years is because I can relate to him. Whenever I win at something in life, whether that's sports in high school or I win a ping pong game with one of my buddies, I win a cornhole game, I win at golf, anything, I smell blood in the water. I want more. I don't get satisfied. A lot of people in this life, they're like lions. Once they eat that meal, they kind of chill out. But not me.
Yeah,
Deion
I'm
Sanders
never
is the same
satisfied.
way. He doesn't just want to win a couple of games and get a couple of W's in the win column. No, he wants more. And by him getting all these guys, these 4- and 5-star recruits in the transfer portal and in the class of 2024, he smells blood in the water. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you think he's doing a lot now, you're in for some bad news because we're just getting started. You are about to see a man in Deion Sanders terrorize college football. He is a man on a mission, and he won't be stopped. He won't be stopped. The only person that can stop him is him, and that ain't gonna happen. His mindset can't be explained because it's not normal. Normal people don't think this way. Normal people and normal head coaches don't take over a 1-11 program and think they can win every single game next year. Normal coaches don't think that way. You know why? I'll explain something. If Colorado would have hired anybody else, they wouldn't even have thought for a second they could go after these 4- and 5-star recruits and land them. And that goes back to most people out here. They're okay with being mediocre in this life.
That's
and I'm
true.
glad people think that way because for people like me, people like you who are striving for greatness, it makes it that much easier. One thing I've told myself over and over and over, and I want to tell you guys, is dream bigger. I grew up in a very small town, and people all around me in that town, they were so small-minded, I couldn't understand it. This is how small my town was, and I don't want to say poor, but how lower middle class it was where I grew up. Nobody, and I mean not a single soul at my high school had a BMW, Mercedes-Benz, or an Audi.
Damn.
Nobody had that. And also, I thought if you had a guest room in your house or an upstairs, you were super rich. And don't get me started on if you had a pool. If you had a pool where I grew up, you were like Bill Gates. But that's because I was in a small and enclosed environment. I wasn't open-minded. Fast forward in time, I graduate high school. I start getting it out into the real world, traveling a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a crap ton of people out here that have BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Audis, and these big houses and pools. And let me make this clear. I'm not saying just because a person has a Mercedes-Benz or BMW or Audi that makes them better than somebody driving a Chevy or a Honda or a Toyota. I'm not saying that at all. So don't even try to twist my words. Where I'm going with this is there's more to this life than what most people think. Most people can do more than what they actually think they're capable of. But what do? We sell ourselves short.
Yeah.
When we see somebody super successful, we're like, oh, man, I can't do that. I mean, that's too hard. How do you even get there?
Yeah.
I know what you're sitting there saying. Matt, how does this correlate with Deion Sanders in Colorado? Well, my friend, that's a great question. I have an even better answer. Because it's the same thing. Applying that analogy to Deion Sanders, most people out here with a normal brain and a normal mindset wouldn't even go after 4- and 5-star recruits at Colorado because no 4- or 5-star recruit wants to go to Colorado. But Deion Sanders, he's not normal. He's like, yeah, man, let's go after all these 4- and 5-star recruits. Why wouldn't they want to come here? And well, what do we know? The rest is history. You can't make this up. His mindset is something that we should all strive to have one day. Dream bigger, try more, take that opportunity, take a chance. Call up that 4- or 5-star recruit. The worst thing he can say is no. But now,
Hopefully them 4 or 5 stars good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Already past that stage.
You can be a 4 or 5 star.
They can go 12-0. Like he
get
said, word
overhyped.
for word, he wants it all and he wants it now. And here's a really good part about this. If his goal next year is to go 12-0 and they go, what's a good record? We'll just say 8-4. Yeah, it's going to be a disappointment, but you're going to be on track to reach 12-0 faster than if you were to say, next year, let's just aim to go 6-6. You see what I'm saying? Let me put this into a better perspective, though, so we can relate. If I was your teacher and I said, hey, by tomorrow night, you got to write me a 6-page essay, and tomorrow night rolls around, and you only have 5 pages done, yeah, it'd be a disappointment, but you'd be closer to that 6-page essay than if I told you you had a week to do it.
Yeah.
Hopefully that makes sense. It makes sense to me. If I give you one day to write a 6-page paper and you only write 5, you failed. But if I gave you a week to write that 6-page essay, I guarantee you by tomorrow night you wouldn't have 5 pages done. You'd put it off. My point is Deion Sanders is closing that time gap from Colorado, trying to be relevant again in the college football world. And here's the last thing I'm going to show you, and we'll end out the video here. Deion Sanders also stated in that interview, quote unquote, we don't want no one in this locker room that ain't like-minded. My players have to want the moment. They have to be ready to seize a moment in that opportunity.
That's true.
I like that because Deion Sanders, he wants guys similar to himself, and you got to have that. You can't be a straight-up dog like Deion Sanders and go after puppies. You, as a dog, also got to have some dogs ready to go. Deion Sanders' mindset needs to be studied because this world would benefit a lot more from people acting like this.
Damn.
You can call it cocky, you can call it arrogant, you can say he's got a big ego, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? This dude wins. You don't have to like it, but guess what? It works. I am curious. Let me know your thoughts on this down below. But
I mean, man, oh man. I personally feel like things about to get real, but we gotta wait till that season start. We can do all that talking, but when that game start, we gonna find out if them boys really like that or not. I love y'all. Stay swagged up, man. I hope you enjoyed the video.